Hey, what's up guys, it's Unleashed here today, and we are back with another video on Sonic Frontiers. And in today's video, we have some absolutely fantastic news about the game. That's right, no negativity today, thank God, but some actual fantastic news, it's just brilliant news even. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take a look at the news at hand. Onto Twitter, we Sonic Rush. So we start off with a tweet from the official Sega Japan account. Sonic Frontiers sells over 2.5 million copies worldwide. And to make this even better, this is in the first month of the game's release. So literally after only 1 month of Frontiers' release, we've already sold, well, not we, but Sega's already sold 2.5 million copies of the game. That is insanity. I know compared to other game franchises that might not sound like a lot, but man, for Sonic, 2.5 million in a month. A modern day 3D Sonic game like in 2022. That is some crazy numbers, man, crazy numbers. We have a tweet here from Sonic Frontiers Facts. Food for thought. The last Sonic game to sell this well was Sonic Unleashed in 2008, which sold 2.45 million copies in its entire run. This game reached the same number in just over a month. I can't believe this. Frontiers has beaten the pinnacle of video gaming in just a month. What the heck? And just so you know, Unleashed is considered a good selling Sonic game, so to have Frontiers outsell Sonic Unleashed in just over a month compared to Unleashed's full runtime of the game, that is just absolutely massive, man. Huge news right here. But it doesn't stop there. Oh no, it gets even better because right here from Sonic Stadium, for context, Sonic Generations sold 1.85 million across all platforms, including 3DS, in 6 months. Sonic Unleashed sold 2.45 million across all platforms in total. Sonic Heroes, which is one of the best selling Sonic games of all time, sold 1.42 million copies in 3 months and 3.41 million lifetime. Sonic hasn't sold like this in a while. So not only comparing Frontiers to Unleashed, but even comparing it to like Generations, Heroes, once again, one of the best selling Sonic games, Frontiers is still doing fantastically, man. We gotta remember, back when Heroes came out more specifically, Sonic was in a really good place. I mean, 06 or Shadow didn't happen back then, so there was nothing to tarnish Sonic's reputation at all, so even with Frontiers going up against all of that, it's still doing insanely well, man. I mean, even though Frontiers has had really good reviews since its release, it's not been all sunshine and rainbows. There have been quite a number of haters for the game saying that the game wasn't good or it just sucks completely or Sonic should just die as a franchise, but even going through all that, people still bought the game and it's come out very well. 2.5 million in a month, man. Still gotta get over that, man. That's just insanity, man. But wait, it gets even better because we go to the official Sonic Stadium website now. Sonic Frontiers sells 2.5 million, becoming one of the fastest selling Sonic games of all time. Sega has confirmed that Sonic Frontiers has sold over 2.5 million units worldwide since its release November 8th, making it the best selling Sonic game in more than a decade, despite only being out a month. In fact, Frontiers has already managed to sell 43% of what Sonic games as a whole managed to sell during the entirety of Sega's previous fiscal year. What's more impressive, Frontiers is also among the fastest selling mainline Sonic games of all time. While all sales data can be difficult to find, it appears Sonic Frontiers is the second fastest selling Sonic game ever, only sitting behind Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which sold 3.2 million cartridges in 2 weeks. At the very least, it's up there. With numbers like these, Sonic Frontiers is an unarguable success. The next question is whether or not the game will have legs. And there we go, to put the cherry on top of this all, Frontiers is not only selling very well, or beating the last decade of Sonic games in terms of sales, but it's one of the fastest selling mainline Sonic games of all time, period. Like, this is absolutely no joke in the slightest, man. This is just bloody brilliant, man. I can't stress that enough. I mean, come on. When does Sega even reveal the sales for Sonic games anyways? I mean, not with Origins, not with Colors Ultimate, not with Team Sonic Racing, Forces. I don't think they did it with Mania either. So for Sega to reveal the sales for Sonic Frontiers now, that's when you know it's good. Now then, while these sales are very good, the thing I do want to happen is for this game to be a long-lasting game. What do I mean by that? Well, I want the game to keep selling over time. Obviously, the game's not going to keep selling 2.5 million units every single month because that's going to be very unrealistic, but if you're going to keep going at a steady pace or just going up and up all the time, then that's going to be brilliant news, man. I mean, we just saw from Sonic Stadium that Heroes only sold 1.42 million in the first 3 months, and then overall, it's got over 3 million now, so it doubled that over time. So if Sonic Frontiers can do the same thing, maybe even double its sales to 5 million at some point, that would be insanity, man. Insanity. Obviously, I don't expect the game to push 10 million units, or maybe it can. I'm not saying it's impossible, but very unlikely because obviously, even though it is a good Sonic game with some good reviews, it is still Sonic. I mean, come on, it is still Sonic. But even still, for a 3D Sonic game to even maybe hit 5 million units in 2022 once again, that'd be amazing, just saying. And honestly, I can definitely see this game hitting 5 million units because obviously we have the DLC and stuff coming out next year. Update 1, Update 2, Update 3. Maybe those could be the things to keep the game going and getting more unit sales and everything like that, because if that's the case, then once again, fantastic. And I mean, come on, for the game to sell 2.5 million units in the first month in itself, surely that would mean that the game will be selling a long time. Like, come on, that's gotta be a good sign already. This is just gonna be the start of a massive domino effect. I can already feel it, man. I can already feel it. I mean, even with the movies and everything, movie 1, movie 2, even Prime, possibly even with movie 3 too, that could push Sonic Frontiers even more. I mean, because of the movies, Sonic sales have been going up recently, even before Frontiers even came out, so clearly the movies and everything are doing a great job pushing the Sonic brand even further, more specifically for the game. So I reckon even Frontiers being a good game, and being on the massive scale that it is already, this game is going to be a long time seller. I'm very happy about this, man. I'm very happy about this. But hold up. You thought we were done, weren't you? Well, guess what? You're wrong, because Frontiers is breaking even more records. We see a tweet right here from Spotify charts. SZA secures a place at the top with the release of SOS. Which track have you been playing the most? Hashtag Spotify charts. Then we get to see an image of the charts right here. Top albums debut USA, December 9th to 11th. And we got stuff like SOS obviously number 1. We got a bit of Snoop Dogg in there at number 4. But sitting at number 6, there's no way, bro. There's no way. Is that Sonic Frontiers? Stillness in Motion. Sonic the Hedgehog sitting at number 6. Oh my god. We've done it. We've won. We've officially won, people. Right there. We've won. Not only is the game itself pulling numbers, but even with the soundtrack, man. Even the goddamn soundtrack. I mean, I know Sonic soundtracks have always been bangers, but I've never seen something like this before, like at all. Those Titan boss fights really helped Frontiers' soundtrack here, didn't they? I mean, I've been seeing a ton of reactions to them on YouTube everywhere, man. It's just great to see, man. People are finally recognizing that Sonic has some great music, man. Even the man, the myth, the legend, Tomoyo Otani is even noticing this. I can't believe the game's soundtrack is on this USA chart. Then we have somebody reply to Otani with this: Top 10 global, congratulations. And yeah, we can see right here, top albums debut global now, not just the USA, but global. Once again, same date, 9th of December to the 11th, and yeah, 10th. Frontiers is still hanging on the edge of tomorrow, just barely grasping to that number 10, but hey, top 10 global. That is a huge hit, man, huge hit. So there we go, Frontiers is doing some big numbers, both on Spotify and in terms of unit sales, breaking records and everything, man. Like, Frontiers has officially done the impossible. It's brought Sonic back. Something we never thought would happen, but on an even bigger scale. This is fantastic to see, man. Sonic's actually being a successful franchise now. Sega actually accomplishing what they wanted for Frontiers, having Sonic be on top again, selling big numbers. It's just all falling into place very nicely. Now, even Sonic Prime, that just got an 8 review from IGN, so even Prime's looking good right now. So, surprisingly, this year's been pretty good for Sonic. I mean, apart from Origins, which wasn't horrible, but wasn't the greatest either, it's still been pretty solid. We got movie 2, probably one of the best video game movies of all time. I mean, even got nominated at the Game Awards, even though it didn't win, so that's still something, right? Then we have the huge success of Frontiers, and then even Prime now. I mean, this is all looking too nice, man. It's all happening way too nicely. I hope Sega doesn't screw something up, because, I don't know, man, with Sonic's history and Sega, every time Sonic has something good, there's just something to bring it down. Maybe that's just going to be Speed Simulator, I hope that's the case, and then Sega just go carry on bringing bangers out for Sonic next year. Maybe that possible 2D Mono Sonic game, just saying. Then you have the Knuckles TV show coming out next year too. It's looking good, bruv. It's looking good. Anyways, that about does it for today's video. So yes, Sonic Frontiers has officially done the impossible, breaking records, selling 2.5 million units in a singular month. Like, goddamn. That is beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. And then even the soundtrack is doing numbers, man. In top 10 global and even just in the USA alone. I mean, goddamn. It's a great time to be a Sonic fan right now. Great time to be a Sonic fan. Then we got the DLC for Frontiers coming out next year too. Man, a lot to look forward to, man. A lot to look forward to. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Especially that last one. Don't forget to become unleashed. Pressing that join button down below. Remember, it's not necessary. And I'll see you all next time. Peace!